These are phrases no spouse or significant other ever want to hear. Right. You should know how I'm feeling. Toastmaster Carmelo Velardo III.
You're up, brother. You should. You should know how I'm feeling. Do I look like a mind reader? Yes. Is there any laughs from the women? Bad to say. Is that bad to say, Mom? Really? I'm stumped. You have no idea how I feel. I don't think this has ever happened to you before. But I've been married 27 years. And I think I know how my wife feels most of the time. Sometimes, I guess I misread it, or sometimes I actually get it right. But that's what relationships are all about, isn't it? Relationships entail making mistakes and then learning from them. That sounds like Toastmasters almost. I know how my wife feels about Toastmasters, that's for sure. It's a table Toastmasters.
You need a better job. Toastmaster Morris McNitt.
Mars, please walk out. Mars.
That's a good spot.
I thankfully have only had a very brief marriage. Therefore, I don't have to answer to anybody. Me. Nobody tells me that I need a better job. Not even me. Which I probably should. However, since I'm retired, I don't need to do that. Therefore, my life entails enjoying my retirement. That's why tomorrow I'm headed to Roatan. I'm going diving. And nobody's going to stop me.
I don't want to talk about it. Toastmaster Laura Hoffman.
I don't want to talk about it. It's kind of what I never want to hear. I was in a relationship for 11 years, and I was with somebody who never wanted to talk about anything. So we didn't. And that's why we're not together anymore. I tried. Even I. It took me a while to realize in his life what it entailed was closing down, hiding, and just not dealing with anything, very avoidant. And I was let's take care of this, let's do this, and let's get through it. But that's why we separated. Thank you.
Stop looking at your phone. Toastmaster Lillian Cattle.
Leanne.
What a wonderful people told me. Start to look at your phone.
There you go.
I got that word pronunciation is right. I couldn't get that pronunciation for several years. It's royalty to me several times. Phone. We love ourselves, actually. That's true. We all have a cell phone. Now we don't have a cell phone, we can't live. We feel exhausted. Oh, where's my phone? We forgot our phone at home. Then we got anxiety. What time is it? I even don't know when we will start our Toastmasters if we don't have our cell phone. I think If we don't have our smartphone, we don't know how to live. We love our phone. Thank you.
You're not listening to me. DTM Carson Schaefer.
What? And why does she begin conversations with, I'm talking to you, aren't you listening? Isn't that a weird way to begin a conversation? And if you tell me 5 times, I know I need to do something. You don't have to remind me every 6 months. I've been married 31 years this year. And I tell her that sometimes it feels like we've been married for 10,000 years. But other times it only seems like 1,000. I finally found a woman who has the quality I always look for in a wife, which is she didn't leave. The love that I show Cindy. I got a call once from a bar we were playing at. Can you play Wednesday? It's a weird day for a gig. Sure, yeah, we'll play Wednesday. Okay, so the 14th Wednesday, February 14th Wednesday. Cool. Cindy, I got a gig on Tuesday or Wednesday. Valentine's Day. But I brought her with me and she sat at a table by herself and I looked out and said, see, I told you I'd take you out to see a band and have dinner. That's the kind of love I have for my wife.
Just how much have you had to drink, Toastmaster Linda Miller?
Why did I get this question? I'm proud to say that I haven't had a drink for 3 weeks. Trying to clean up my act. Yes, I love wine, but you know, not good for some of the body parts. So I have a daughter who is 26, and I have always told her, you select your mate not because they make you happy, but because they enhance and enrich your life. You take your time, you develop yourself as a woman, because you'll always have something to fall back on if it doesn't work out. So for her, I want her life to be enriched with somebody that she loves and can spend the rest of her life with.
Don't take this personally. Toastmaster Dan Wallace.
Don't take this personally. It reminds me of the old Native American parable. And the wise grandfather chief imparting wisdom to the young Indian brave. He said, there's a wolf involved in every one of us, 2 wolves, and they fight each other. And the young brave said, well, which one wins, grandfather? And grandfather said, the one you feed. And that's very nice. But my version of that, when the young Indian brave asked grandfather, this is more realistic too, which wolf wins? Grandfather would reflect and say, hey, thank you.
You're just like my ex. Toastmaster Jessica Dawson.
I can love it.
Wow. Good morning, Toastmasters.
Good morning.
Protocol. I'm constantly thinking about how all the protocol in this room goes, because I do not know it since I am still new. Looking at the light bulbs is going to make me aware of a lot of things that I do not pay attention to. I do want to know exactly when the rule is or the time starts. Is it when I stand up? Is it when I first talk? Now, when we were talking about the word up here, you said entail. I was thinking entrails across the sky. Now, if I walked up to you and whispered it into your ear, would that count? I don't know. But a lot of times my ex, God rest his soul, never buzzed me.
Wallace, see what you started?
The ice is broken.
You're being ridiculous. Toastmaster Tim Conyers.
I'm number 14, how did I get called? I thought I would be absolved from this wretched duty. I'm sorry, what was that again? I know it's, sorry. One more time. One more time.
You were being ridiculous. Somewhat appropriate.
Yes. That really rarely ever happens. I've been blessed to have a wife who has never said that. It's been other things, which probably couldn't repeat here, but I don't know. We just talk well with one another. I haven't really experienced a lot of these things. What, is that because I stopped talking?
Where are the names?
Entail. Yes. Well, I think love and marriage go together like a horse and carriage. It's so important to entail all of these things. Back to you.
This is your fault. Toastmaster Lydia.
Hello, fellow Toastmasters.
Good morning.
This is your fault. It's always your fault. Why do you throw things away? Because you don't know what to do. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Still your fault. Oh, I don't have it anymore. Well, what was it? I don't know. You always throw everything away. This is your fault. It entails very good, a lot of patience to be living with a rock star. Which he's not. He's a famous musician, so I put up with it. And this is what it entails to have a good, happy marriage with somebody who is very popular all over the place. So I'm happy to say it's not my fault.
Are you seriously going to eat that? Toastmaster Shannon Lee.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Are you really seriously going to eat that? I don't know what it is. So I think marriage for couples, no matter where you're from, you have to tell each other's the things that not you like sometimes, because marriage is long term. It's not like you're dating someone, one day you don't like it, you turn around and say bye. So I think that needs time, need effort, if you want long, healthy relationship. Thank you.
Do you think they're more attractive than me? Toastmaster Mark Shear. Single ones, pay attention.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters.
Morning.
So, I was dressed out for gym at Winter Park High School. I don't know, this was in '84, I believe it was. I got my gym shorts on and my cowboy boots. Good cowboy boots. And I look across the pathway, and this girl's walking across the grass. And I'm like, whoa. I need to meet her. I was 16 years of age. She was 15. We've been together ever since. On August 18th, we will be together basically for 40 years. It entails a life of selflessness. So I make sure that I stay very clear of any conversations along those lines, Toastmasters. So, ladies and gentlemen, it requires commitment, I'm gonna maybe write a speech about that sometime soon, so thank you, fellow Toastmasters.
You're so dramatic, Toastmaster Tasha J.
Perfect question.
Toastmasters and guests. I find it very interesting that that would be my question. I used to be so completely shy, but I will say I'm totally on the other side now. I would be called theatrical, dramatic. I've never acted, I was too shy. But I think my husband may say differently, or the husband before that, or the husband before that. I collect husbands. So a lot of these I don't hear because I choose not to, which is why I'm on my third husband.
You used to be so much fun. Toastmaster Jordan Cameron.
I was fun. I was fun, Mr. Topic Master, because like Mark Shear, I met my beloved while standing in my underwear with my trumpet on the ledge. That was 50 years ago. Okay, maybe not. It depends, you know, it's a function of age. And when I was young, I think we can address these poems, these topics with a little bit of poetry. And I'm reminded of how exciting it was when I was just a sprout. There's a poem by Charles, of course there's the Shakespeare, let us not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. But I think more like, when all the world is young lad, and all the trees are green, and every goose a swan lad, and every lass a queen. Yeah, look at me, I'm not there. He ends the poem this way. When all the world is old, lad, and all the trees are brown, and all the world is stale, lad, and all the wheels run down, creep home and find your place there, the spent and maimed among. God grant you find one face there you loved when all was young. I may not be funny anymore or fun, but I still creep home with the same one.
Mr. Taggart, you use your tongue further and a twin, never mind. I'm not attracted to you right now. Toastmaster Tim Taylor.
You speak for all of us.
No, you don't have a good love life when you hear that more than you don't hear it. And that happens sometimes. No, you don't have the same body you have when you first got married. This June, I will have been married 40 years.
Right.
And my wife and I have been through everything, 4 houses, 3 kids, 12 cars, 3 dogs, you name it, we've done it. Started my own business from scratch when I was 40 years old, out of the trunk of my car. Today we maintain 2,000 computers in Central Florida. So we have been through it. And I tell all the young guys who come to work in my office, there's 2 words that will save your marriage. And this has worked for me for 40 years. Yes, dear. You say yes, dear, even if you don't agree, even if you're not going to win the argument anyway, it doesn't matter. You just go ahead and say yes, dear. Even if you plan on not doing it, you still say yes, dear. And the other thing is respect each other. Whenever my wife goes anywhere, I always make sure I do something nice for her before she gets home. I don't care if she just goes and buys the groceries. I'll clean the kitchen, I'll do something. It's those little bitty things that really make marriage worth it. Thank you.
Steve, are you on the program?
He's not.
Uh-oh. Seriously, is that what you're wearing? Toastmaster Steve Joseph.
Seriously, is that what you're wearing? I think I've gotten that a few times. Usually
standard, right? Polo, khaki, Oxfords. But recently, I've been liking the whole penny loafer, gym shorts, tracksuit combination. And everyone in my family will say something like, are you going out with that? You don't like my shorts? Like, what's the deal there? I like the topic today. I've always said that I couldn't afford therapy, and this is like the so I do appreciate that. We talked about having good relationships, and I do think that quality lives entail great relationships. I think one of the biggest things that's missing from those relationships is the ability to have like compassion and understanding. And I've seen it be the case where people will talk about compassion, and then in the same breath, slander those individuals that they want to be compassionate. I like to remind everyone, and myself as well, not the best at this, but if we can understand that if we were under the same circumstances as those individuals that we criticize, we'd probably act the same way too. Thank you.
Is there anyone that is not on the program that I missed? Mr. Timer, did everyone qualify?
Yes, sir.
Everyone qualified? Please vote for two. We'll take a